I basically just changed the font. Hey, everybody, welcome to episode 48. I was just talking about how I cheated and did like a minute of work before this. I mostly just changed font, but anyways, yeah, so the annotations are in there. I just tweaked a bit of their copy, but I think they're looking pretty good. These ones are it's a little much going on right here. It might be better if I can actually.
Yeah, maybe shift one of them.
Yeah, let me do another special thing. Let's see. I actually flipped them. I had this one over here.
Yeah, that's what you talked about.
I forget why.
I have no preference on like the order, just
I don't know why I did that actually.
the position of them.
Word wrap. Oh, also, see, let's wrap it a little, make it a little narrower. What is this like right now? It's yeah, let's put in here. It's a very customized sheet.
I know.
But I think it's good it's all in one place because then it doesn't muddy up the data.
It's become a tool, which is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's better than like putting this all as like random bits in like the code itself. I think this is much cleaner. Okay, so this one I want to give him an extra boost. Let's say an extra like, what am I doing normally? DX. It's this is a little function. X. So it's going to say if it's less than 75. Dang. Oh wait, I know why. Shoot. Run it up again. Okay, another thing is this line height is not doing it for me, but apparently there's no option, as I can tell in I was looking at the source, and the line height has an automatic value in Susie's thing, but there's no optional parameter, so we might just set it ourselves. Let's see if that bumped it over more. There we go. I guess that's fine. this one's going to bother me in the slightest that it's kind of that close. Oh, why is it off that much? Oh, wait, we can put a custom DX in. How about that? That one. Oh, shoot. I'm going to make them a tiny bit so that doesn't wrap that tall. Everything else is okay, though. Okay. Do that. Rerun that. Wait, did it go the right direction? Yes, it did. Text lock. Oh boy. That's not what I wanted it to do. Huh. It's bizarre. Train of thought. Oh yeah, line height. So I want to do a custom line height. So after I make these, I think I need to do anno dot select all. It's called. I think it's actually what I have in my status. This one. Then I think I actually select all T spans. Actually, I should probably look at this. Here we go. Yeah, so the first one for some reason is at 0.8. Don't ask me why. Actually. Well, it's all relative, so it puts them all down. So let's see. Whoa. So really all the set of the remaining ones I want to offset by more than 1.2. I'll probably do like 1.4. A little better. So let's go actually select all. Annotation node title. Here. On T-spans. Just and set the attribute UI. if that works. I mixed up the box height a little bit, but I think I can just tweak the padding, the box padding to account for that, because actually I was already doing a negative bottom padding. Yes, worked. Look at that, better line height. Let me get rid of this.
Have you switched to orange rather than the red?
Same color, actually. It's called orange red. It's CSS orange red.
Got it. I'm just gonna credit to me still not having my glasses.
Because it looks a little orangey.
Yeah, it looks orangey compared to when you're rolling over it. Did you change the "it's a big deal" to have like a gradient?
Yes.
Nice.
That text is probably going to be removed though, so
right.
At some point.
I like it for the time being.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, it looks way more orange now, but they look awesome.
It is. Well, it's the same color for the record, but it's called orange red. It's like literally one of those CSS color names.
Yeah. It's like a default.
I did actually darken the text a little bit, like the 0 maybe. No, it looks even more orange actually.
I really like actually the spacing of the annotations. I think it worked out really well, actually.
Yeah, except for that one.
Except for that one. Just hanging out.
That. Dang, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm baffled. All right, well. So I think the last thing I've actually created a new issue for this is those obviously obfuscate the interaction. And actually, I'm going to humor myself and look at them in. I think they need to be orange, red. I'd make them the same font weight as the thing. That's a little intense. That works. Actually, if I go with. What do you like better? This, like, you might not even be able to tell. Or was I going off-white? Oh, I was doing off-white. No, I was doing white.
I want to see.
Basically that.
The second one's a little dark. I think I like the first. It depends how. Is there an in-between of those two?
And then there's no, this one has no opacity. Let's say, or we could go white.
Because I feel like those are super poignant, but the other one's a little too muted if there's like a happy medium between them.
Of course. In between.
Yeah, I like that one.
All right, now what was I gonna do? Oh wait, let me see if they have any data. Oh, so what I was saying is I need a toggle. Oh shit, I need a toggle because you can't really interact with it as it stands because there's a. I think the annotations are interesting, but they make it so there's no interaction, or the interaction becomes much more difficult. Damn it, this one's bothering me for some reason.
Which one? The one to the right or the one to the left?
The left one.
It's kind of pushed. Could it not be on the spike? Is that possible?
That's what I was trying to do, and I don't know why my DX was throwing it way far over. Like I want it to be sitting over here.
Same.
So you can't see any of the. See that? Put a little higher. If axis. Okay, so it would be this one. It's less than 75. Just fold it manually here until I get it right before running the spreadsheet stuff again. Okay, so we have it bound to this one. So we'll just go with if d dot. Okay, I see what a 0 of dx looks like. Oh, I know why. Because I have like the automatic. Okay, so that's 0. The problem is I think if we put it to like any negative number, I have like the annotation to like be automatic. So when it's like negative, it flips it to the right side. So I think that's what's happening here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. So I actually want to. Ooh. It's complicated. Well, it'd be less complicated if my multiple annotation types is working. All right, I'm going to do a bad hack right now. But for the time being, I probably mean forever. Some details in here. Did my hack. correction. Oh, I can go even further. A lot further, actually. All right, so I want to make it so I can toggle those on and off. So let's see. There's a bunch of ways I could do this. I could make it so like when you start hovering, it disappears. I feel like that might be a little jarring.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, example of that, which I think it worked well, but it's probably because this chart was all on one screen.
Mm.
If this ever loads. So here I have annotations.
Yeah.
And when you start hovering, you see they go away.
They disappear, but it works well.
And then they come back.
I think it's because the chart itself is smaller and there's less going on in it.
Yeah, and like this one works when it's wide enough. And actually, maybe this is like annotations are a desktop feature.
True.
And like you enter, so like you scroll and then you enter and then it goes away. Or I put a toggle somewhere
that says annotations.
Yeah, and actually, I think this chart actually, yeah, this does have a toggle. So it would be like this, and it would just show or hide them.
I like that.
I might do that. I don't know where to put it. I'm running out of real estate here. I mean, it should just be at the top.
Could it be underneath the example if you move it a little bit
Yeah.
in between the chart and the example? Because there's no title in the chart, so.
Yeah. Yeah, let's copy this. Let me find where I did that. CSS. Where is it? Toggle? Didn't call it toggle, huh? Switch. No, I didn't call it switch either. Something different. Filter, more. Comparison. There it is. Switch. Switch. All right, so let's look at our HBS. Oops, let's grab that. Yes. Checkbox. Okay, with that. And Lighter. Oh yeah. Oops. Okay. So let's go to my style. No idea what this was. Sweet. I'll leave those variables for now. I know I have them, so it's okay. And then let's go to the JavaScript. Switch. Switch. Great. And switch. I just have to keep track of a Boolean. That's easy enough. And we just have to say if. Actually, it's probably just a G. Select a annotation is visible. Checked. Ooh, okay. And we're gonna need a zero visible. Sweet, we got a switch. We need to put a labeling on that sucker. But I have it before. Literally just right next to it. Should it be a button? I just realized I could have just made this a button with the text switches, but I guess this is okay. This is a bit complicated.
Yeah, it's just something that you can click on and off for. That reminds me of like the iPhone.
Yeah.
Like to turn Wi-Fi on and off.
Couple annotations. And should all probably be in a thing. Side by side. Okay. Great. I'll fix this style at some point. Hey, it worked. First try.
Hey.
Except I want it to be on by default. Checkbox. I think we could say checked. You also want to say add the is visible class when we. Oh, right, they're gone first. So when I create it. So actually, let's create just blah, blah, blah. that. And when I first create it, we want it to have class is visible. I also need to do a transform so it stays in sync. So thirsty. Okay, reloaded. I do not see them. They're totally gone now. G annotations. That exists. G dash annotations. G annotations. Select G annotation that removed. Oh. And we're waiting. Let's put some fonts on that annotation. By flex text 0 size. Oh man, where are they? Come on. Huh?
It's like the ghost of it is there.
G annotations is visible. Wait a tick. Boom. Lovely. You might as well keep this consistent. That's good. Height of this fella. It's even. Now I'll figure out where to put this. Okay.
I love it.
I okay it.
My enthusiasm kind of balance out with it for it to be good.
All right. Kind of want this flush to the side of this, but I'm not gonna like loosely put this, I don't think.
I think I guess the reason why I like in the middle is that it accidentally coordinates really well with the spike, which happens to be like in the center of the plot.
That's true. Plus, I'm gonna hide all the annotations on mobile.
Oh yeah.
Because like basically when this moves, okay, that's a happy accident. All right, I think we can call this chart done for now.
Nice.
Also, you know what? We need to put some letter spacing. That's the problem there. Tip. There. Yeah, I think that makes that easier. Maybe the font weight's too much. Oh, it's only 400? Get out of here. I don't believe that for some reason. Oh, wait, Phil. Oh, no wonder. I thought that was looking wild. Okay. I apologize. Oh, okay. Let's close an issue. Yay. Let's see. Let's go back to the respective chart. It's been a while. Also, I gotta check my email real quick. Actually, I'm going to revisit issues because I haven't actually really looked at these in a while. So, optimized data files, not too worried about that. That's a launch thing. That's a launch thing. That's when I get to mobile. That's a super optimization. That's mobile. This is a label. Oh, I totally forgot about this. You remember that video we had?
Oh yeah. You were gonna put it above the last chart, right?
Yeah. Wait, I was gonna put it above this chart. It's basically gonna be the intermission.
Yeah. Halfway through.
Point.
I want it to have like if you end up putting it in like a frame around it or something that kind of matches like the grayscale kind of look that Amber was talking about.
Man, I wonder if I could grade. Oh, right. Oh, that was another thing. I forgot because tooltips. Oh, no, I already did grayscale this.
Yeah. All the photos are grayscaled.
And oh, I took off the preloader, but that still, I need to re-enable that at some point. Man, I have to think on that one more. I guess it depends. So, like, I guess I've been also considering A/B testing the copy.
Yes.
Which would definitely influence that because that would be part of it. But the other thing I was actually considering about A/B testing was the scrolly telling, which is a little more dramatic.
And when you say A/B test, you mean publishing the two different versions, or and then just
so half the audience gets one, half the audience gets another. Mostly because I'm trying to answer. I always like to try to answer a development question of mine.
Yeah.
And so this time, well, I have two development questions. This time, I was thinking about whether the text changes the way someone engages with the story.
Yeah.
And that would purely be like, I would only test I think I would consider it more engagement purely by engagement time and or scroll depth. So I could see like how far down the page they go, and the combination of those two.
What would be the measures, but that makes sense.
However, the other thing I was thinking, and this is something that's possibly more pertinent, is the scrolly telling. So I was thinking of, because I'm a big fan of, from a narrative standpoint, I like it because it slowly introduces this topic and puts things in context.
It breaks it up a little bit. I'm more inclined to read it when it's like that.
Well, so that's what I'm wondering. Like, is that actually
true
a hurdle for people, or is it more likely to make people more invested in the story? And so the other option was actually going to be more dramatic than those scrolly telling. It would actually just be the last chart. So the last step of the scrolly telling. So basically there would be zero Beyonce context. It would just be, well, here, let's bring it back in. Loading. Okay, so right, we've got this, and then 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 we've got this, and then, all right, this is probably new to you.
Oh yes, the labels. I like it.
Yep, I tried to pick the ones that were physically separated and had a diverse set of people in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, now that I'm doing text labels, I feel like I should make those red.
I agree.
Because then they would also, let's see, it's black. What do I call this? Text. Oh, wait, that is the correct one, right? I'm actually using, I should have made this a function. I don't take advantage of stylus enough. What's the type size I'm using for else? Type size. Small. Okay, that's good. Except this time it would be fill. That's a lot different. Anyway, so then it does this. Then you have annotations, and then you have interactive. So my whole point, which I was slowly getting to, was that I could actually just start here with like some of those names, like from the previous chart. And so like basically you'd scroll from the intro, and then you'd see this chart, and then you'd see the next chart. So it'd be more of like chart. It's like, very different.
Yeah, it's like, I talked about this in my thesis a little bit. It's like a different story structure. Basically in the other one, I compared it to like the inverted pyramid in journalism. So in the other one, you're like you're giving little pieces of information at first, just like the Beyonce fact, and then you show the print. And the other one, you're just throwing it all at them at once, and then kind of filtering it down from there.
Yeah.
And this would be an experiment to see which is more effective.
Yeah. Well, I guess, yeah, the word effective would really just mean like what if people read the story more.
Yeah, effective, the measures being time on page and depth of scroll.
I feel like there might be too many confounding variables because I'd have to change the text as well.
That was going to be my other question. Like if you were changing the copy, you would make one more in first person, I think you said, and the other more in third person. Yeah,
in which case I wouldn't change any of the charts. It would just be the copy.
I was about to say, then there's way too many confounding variables there.
For the text one?
Well, if we changed both at the same time.
Oh no, I definitely just do one or the other.
But for the chart, I see what you're saying, that there might be other confounding variables because the text will inevitably have to change anyway.
Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty sure I have to set this chart up a little bit more if I can't do like the one sentence or like whatever I have the two sentences up top.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know what I was looking at, especially with the labels of people who are alive and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. I think that one's more ambitious. I think I might save it for another project where I like just have it's like just one chart that's just storytelling, and then maybe I try to like, do something else with it. Okay.
I agree. I definitely want to see it done, but I think there's a more apt story for that.
Okay.
Just needs some setup.
All right. Let's look at these annotations. Because I want to. I'm not. I think it makes sense to actually keep these grayscale.
Can I spill some tea right now?
Can you spill some tea?
You don't know that expression?
I don't.
Okay, the gossipy truth is that I just don't think I like the shade of the orange.
Oh, that's fine.
I mean, I know that will happen at the end, and I think I'll like it. I like the concept of it highlighting because obviously, like we said, for like accessibility reasons, but I'm not sold on the orange red default.
Well, luckily I have a thick skin when it comes to that, so that I don't feel offended by you not liking my color.
But I do like the concept of it.
However,
but here, not sure.
I might be inclined to noodle with it more because before it was necessary because it had to work on like different shades and stuff. Now I'm using it purely for text.
Mm-hmm.
So I still don't dislike it though.
I like the concept of highlighting it with a different color.
I also don't dislike the orange, so I'm keeping it for now. Okay, but what else? So the next thing I think I was going to do was, why is that one? Oh, it's a bug.
Oh, I have another question about annotations.
Yeah, hit me.
If you keep the colors on that first chart that we're just looking at, and the initial annotations were orange, can you make the living people annotations also orange, or is that too much?
I wanted to keep those visually separate.
Grayed out because they're still alive.
Yeah, and they're definitely not like they're not like where the people they're jumping out. The point was like grab your attention. They're more as like as you're scanning the chart for like this comparison benchmark.
Now that you've spoken through it, I agree.
I'm also wondering if they shouldn't be circles. No, but it's I don't know. It was P2 buck.
So you should never invite me to the live streams because I'm just making it longer and distracting you throughout it.
Good. I actually like talking through these things. That's gonna bum me out. I don't like that that's on two things. Oh, right. So I need to have a note somewhere, I think. What was my getting away from my issues? I'm just adding issues now. Perspective, note that people aren't dead. Because that was some feedback. So I think I was just going to put like an empty circle and just like say living celebrities.
Yeah.
I think that's, I mean, it's pretty clear, but where I do that, maybe, I'll just put it on this half and then I'll just fade it in just for this chart. I think that's the safest approach or the quickest.
I just hear like Matt and Amber being like, is LeBron James dead?
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay, so where is my annotation perspective? That's it. So I should add, it really is another fake caption, but this one's just kind of special, so I'm just going to put it. Hopefully this works. I guess I should be good. perspective. Okay. There's the thing icon. All right, so we actually want those to be, that's annoying. Oh. Fine. Color that I'm using. Let's match the color. What's it called? Cool. I need an equal sign in there. Why not? I don't like that. Maybe that's backwards. You think the circle should be should go before or after? All right, and then I just need to get it in and out. So let's see. It is not visible by default, and then visible. Yeah. And in the JS perspective, the JS, we just at step we show it. Otherwise, we hide it. Compare. Let's call it. Actually, you know what? I should do this on updates. Okay, I think I'm done. So it's good. It shouldn't be there. Oh, it just refreshed. There it is. There it goes. Sweet. Okay. What was that issue? I think I'm going to call it for now. See you guys in a bit.